Hello everybody, it's the Eric Freeze. It's pretty hot outside. Unfortunately, I got a really big haul of broken fans in today, so we're gonna do a how-to video because I kind of want to. And today we're gonna be doing a fan with broken blades. This fan here is a Lasko Cool Colors. I don't know when it's from, but I know it's a newer one. Let's take a guess and say 2017. If I can read it. Oh, it's from 2018 to 19, so it's actually about 2 years old, maybe 3. 2 to 3 years old, I'm guessing. Unfortunately, its blade has suffered casualty, so what you'll see is I'll plug it in. I believe I still have it set to high, no it's off, but I want to plug this other fan I'm using to keep me cool, and we'll just turn it on high speed. And it's just shaking because its blade's just so badly out of whack. I'm guessing it fell down, and this is even worse than my mobile Directo. This blade's just shaking so bad, and it's gonna probably fall over because of how bad it is. Usually these have blown motors. I'm actually quite surprised that this one had a good motor in it, or I was gonna put a good motor from another junk fan into it. Because these cool color fans, people really like. You can tell probably how unbalanced it is. I'll turn back on the other fan. This one is a little dirty. It's not that bad, but I will probably clean up the grills. Something else is if you do decide to clean it, make sure you wipe around this motor and vacuum it. Get all the dust out of this motor. And take this grill off so you actually have direct contact with the motor, because if you clean out this motor, it'll let the fan last a lot longer. So, we have a replacement blade here. This is off of a donor fan that stopped working. This is off of the Air King. I think it's a 3120. So it has a little bit more of a blade pitch to it. As well as the blades from those wind machine fans, they also work, which we're actually going to be featuring a wind machine fan in our next video, probably. I don't know. But we will unscrew all the screws here on the front grill of this fan. There's 2 screws here on the top, one here, 2 on the side, and then another 2 here on the bottom. So we're just going to unscrew these. Oh yeah, I also recommend that the fan's unplugged and set to off, so you don't hurt yourself. Notice that this fan has been removed from AC electric current. We'll get this front grill off. Like I said, we'll remove all of these screws. I believe there are 6. Yep, 6 screws. And so you don't have to wait and watch me remove each one of these screws. I will go over the camera and turn it off, and I'll turn it back on whenever I have completed removing all of these screws. Here's one thing I just want to show that makes it a lot more easier to work on these fans, is lay them down on their back if you're good at taking the screws off. I just thought I should mention that. It's a lot more easier to do that way, so you don't have to worry about doing it the other way. But just wanted to show that. Now, after removing all 6 of these screws, you can just remove this grill. There should be nothing holding it on, maybe rust, but what we'll do next is we'll remove the detritus from the frame. These are some fragments of the blades that have broken off. These will just discard. And then there's some foreign material, which we'll also discard of. I'll probably wipe down this case later, but we'll just put legs on either, we'll put my legs on either end of the fan like so and push up on the blade. And the blade should just pull off. It's just a friction fit. This blade will go in the garbage. Fortunately, I don't have a blue blade. One thing I want to show you is right here on our blade. If you see there. This blade's a little worn out, but right there we have a notch. I want that notch to be up. This blade's not fully clean. I'll have to clean it again later. I don't have time to go and clean it, but we will put it on. We'll make sure the notch on here on this hub it's facing upward. I'll show it to you. This blade is kind of like has a notch here on this motor. If you can see a flat spot. But that goes into the notch that's on the blade. We'll put this back down on the ground. And once again, we'll find our notch here on the back of the blade, which is like this. It's this big blade right here up. Here's the center. Put it on. And we'll push. Oops, it's not on. Let's make sure. Okay. Binder. There we go. Let's push on the blade until it stops moving. And then look there, we have a new blade. I believe this blade's fairly balanced. Didn't hit the fan pretty hard here. Make sure everything's on camera. I want to plug this other fan and plug this one in just to show you if it works or not. And we'll turn it on. And look at this. We have... Dang it. This is what we get when you don't put on feet on a box fan. You should have a nice strong grease coming out of this fan. Level 2 or speed 2. Quiet 1, which is not really that quiet, but it's good enough. This blade's a little off balance. As you can tell, it's definitely shaking a bit. I'll have to clean up this case. This case has some debris on it. It's pretty dirty. And I'm not going to put the grill on because I am going to clean up this fan and then sell it on Craigslist. But pretty much putting the grill on is pretty much the same thing. Lay the fan down like this. And get your front grill. I'll put the front grill on this, and the blade will probably rub against the grill. Make sure each one of these holes is lined up, and you can put you can put the screws one by one back into the hole and tighten them down with the screwdriver. So that's practically how to replace a blade on a box fan. I hope this video has helped you, and thank you very much for watching.